Hello everyone, it's Tail here. This is Multiplayer Rise of Flight post commentary, and here I am flying along in my plane. I can't quite remember what this is. I think it might be a Halberstadt. It's a two-seater, and below me is a Gotha piloted by Henry60, who's one of my subscribers. This was recorded quite some time ago. Me and Henry are coordinating an attack on an enemy airfield on the Aces High server, which, as you can see, has icons. Makes it a bit easier to spot people. I'm supposed to be on my own bombing mission, also in an escort role, so I do have bombs on board, I believe. And yeah, that's all I have to say right now. I think there's somebody in the back as well. It's moving around, so it must be a human back there, I think. I don't know who. I'll try not to talk as much on this video. Sometimes I try and talk too much and just end up chatting nonsense, so I'm going to try and make it relevant. The airfield is ahead of us right now. But I think this particular airfield didn't have any ground targets left, just a balloon. And I realise that about now, because I don't see any ground icons there. So I realise we'll have to move on to the next one. And I communicate this fact to Henry via the chat. There are, however, planes taking off. So I decide to dive in and shoot them on the ground, like the dogs they are. There's a dolphin. Got a few shots in there, I think. At this point, I believe Henry gets in trouble, but I'm not really able to save him. So I notice that he's in trouble, so I move off to try and intercept his attacker. I'm kind of far away. I think at this point I try and drop my bombs on this plane, but I don't think it worked. And something happened there. I'm not sure what happened. I don't think it was flat because there were no flat guns, but my plane suddenly moved on its own and I crashed, and that was the end of that particular flight. And here we are now in a Gotha, again with Henry60 piloting. I'm just throwing this in just because it's kind of funny, with a funny ending, and he's not very, he wasn't very experienced with the Gotha at this point, so unfortunately he crashed while trying to have a turn, which is fine. And then the gunners just start shooting the plane in mock frustration, I guess. And eventually Henry unleashes his load, and that was the end of us. We just a hole in the ground and a few bits of metal and wood. So that was pretty amusing. A nice big explosion. We like big explosions. What's next? Next is me again gunning. This time I think in the DH4. If I'm not mistaken, an Airco DH4. Once more Henry's in the front, and we're going to bomb an airfield with our bombs, because that's what we do. And there are enemies around, so I'm keeping a sharp eye out with my guns, and very shortly we do indeed come under attack. Here's one now. God, excuse me. Frog in my throat. Yes, here's one now. So I open fire in an attempt to dissuade him from his attacks. And then another one turns up and I'm confused as to where it's coming from. And then another one turns up and once more I'm confused. I get hit in the face. A flak burst happens. We lose our wings and we all die. Although we do manage to blow up some hangars. And I think I may have damaged some of those planes as well, at least partially. Now we skip ahead. This is last night, I think, actually. And I'm in an FE2B, flown by a young man named Tomato, or Tomato. I don't know how he pronounces it. And he's a YouTuber as well. I've put his channel in the description below, so check out his channel, because he does Rise of Flight videos and Silent Hunter videos. And he had a crazy idea to go out as a scout pilot, but in an FE2B, with me as his primary armament. So that's what we did. And at this point I noticed some enemies, or what I think are enemies, flying over our balloon. This is on the new wing server, so there's no icons on this server. And I communicate with Tomato to let him know about that. Once again, I'll just be trying to commentate fairly sparsely when things happen and allow you to listen to the roar of the engine in the back of this plane as we sail slowly through the sky. Tomato seems to think these might be friendly, but I'm pretty sure they're albatrosses, so I can see their shape. The only problem is, of course, that they're higher than us, but on the other hand, they are AI. I'm pretty sure they were AI at the start with, because this map does have a flight of 3 AI fighters. On the German side those are Albis, so I was pretty sure that's what those were, because this was right at the start of the map, I think. And now I think Tomato is just trying to draw them in. You might think it's a crazy idea to go out in a scout fighter with an FE2B, and you're probably right, but I was a little bit drunk, so I thought, what the hell, why not? Something a bit interesting. Tomato fired a flare to try and attract others to our cause. So our balloon is very important to us. But it's about to become under attack. Pull it down, pull the balloon down, for God's sake. But it's too late. The balloon is no more. I also realised on this flight that you can switch around the positions of this gunner in the front. There's 4 positions. Front, front right, rear and front left. And you do that by pressing Shift and C, and it shifts you to each position. And at first I found it a bit ungainly, but actually once you get the hang of it, it's fairly intuitive, and switching the gun is quick, which is good. Probably wouldn't be so quick in real life, but in the game it's fairly quick. Only problem is you can't, I don't think you can switch backwards. You can only switch around clockwise. Well, it's no big deal. Possibly this might be the only plane where you can actually do that, I'm not too sure. I'm sure some of you will know. And if you do know, please let me know. In the comments below. Thanks. We're now kind of level with it. I don't know where the other two planes have gone, but action does occur pretty shortly, I think, if I remember correctly. See the Albion there turning around. Now I switch position to the front right position, and then back to the front, and now we're above it. So this AI fighter has not used his energy well. It passes beneath our nose, so I can't really get any decent shots on. Now Tomato is just trying to jostle for position. I'm using my TrackIR, so I do have full 360-degree visibility, apart from where obviously the plane is in the way. I think I might have lost him at this point. At least I have. And I notice anti-aircraft fire, and I see the brute down there on the deck. And I believe we go for a dive. Yes, we do. We be diving now, all right. But slowly, because this is a slow plane. This is the plane that made Bloody April what it was. But I think it has a certain charm. Now what's happening? I don't know. Probably having a drink there, that's why I looked upwards. This has taken longer than I thought it did in real life. Ah, they're back over the airfield again. Okay, that's probably where we should have been concentrating our attention, because the AI will strafe ground objects for no good reason. And I think that's all three of them, unless some of them are friendly. And I have to... That's a jam, not a reload, that's good. I wasn't sure how many drums we had, but I noticed shortly that we have quite a large supply. That'll come up in a moment. For now I need to concentrate on the battle. We do have help in the form of anti-aircraft fire. But our aim is to attack. We want to bring these bastards down. And there, I think my drum runs out, so I have to change it. Don't know if I got any hits, but we didn't get any hits on ourselves, so that's a good thing. And now we're in a dogfight situation. Pretty sure I got some hits there as well. Sometimes you can see the little puffs of smoke. And there, down he goes. Because it's AI, we didn't know if it was us who killed him or the flak burst there. But I'm going to claim that we did. I think Tomato would do that as well. Because why not? Definitely hit him a few times. I'm just chatting to see if we can work out who downed him, but we'll never know. There was a flak burst close to him just after he, or just before he lost his wing, so probably was just a flak that got him, but whatever. And they fire a flare for some reason, I'm not too sure why. I don't remember that happening actually at the time. Weird. Funny the things you remember. I don't know why I've left all this in, because not much is happening. Although perhaps I spot something. That could be a friendly though. Can I see through this preview window? Not really. Oh god! Oh, something just happened. We get shot. A nice turn around to the rear position. The rear position is a little bit tricky. It's quite easy to shoot your own wings, even when you're not aiming at the wings. See there's the sound of the wings being hit, even though I was not actually aiming at the wings. And Tomato kind of chastised me a bit for that, which is fair enough, but it is difficult. And we've got a friendly plane as well who's helping us out here. Gun reloading. In fact, I think it might be 2 friendlies, or is it 2 Albies? I don't know. I think there could be 2 Albies actually from memory, though. Maybe I should make this window bigger. That might help. So, as long as it doesn't crash. I think it's 2 Albies actually. You can see better than me, to be honest. You'll be probably watching this full screen. Oh no, it's 2 friendlies actually, sorry. But I'm getting some good hits in here. Yes, look at that. Look at those telltale puffs of smoke. Fuck you. You plane with a man in it. You can hear his engine is dying as well. And he crashes. But again, no one seems to get the kill for that one, so I'm not sure who got him. But we'll claim him. Why not? We put the most bullets into him, I think. certainly on the way down, but you might have been, engine might have been dead already. At this point I'm trying to work out how many drums I have, and I don't think I have very many, but I did notice something. So you see there's something kind of behind me. I think, what the hell is that? Then I see this trunk thing, which seems to be full of drums. There's 6 in there, and look, you can see the hinges, so you just open it up, pull out a drum, and then if you're not busy you can sit on it. So I communicate this to Tomatao, and we're able to continue our sortie. Yeah, so Tomatao does have a YouTube channel, as I said, so check out his channel, link is in the description. I just recently found another subscriber of mine who also has his own channel, who is Dwarf Elvish Diplomacy, I think is the name, and he's been doing Rise of Flight careers, so I'll link him in as well. Check them out, watch their videos, subscribe to them if you want. Obviously you don't have to, but I recommend it. Yeah, so right now we're flying around like dweebs, trying to work out if we have any ammo left. That was me having a drink again, I think. Don't know what's wrong with my voice today. I've regressed to puberty, possibly. I wish. I'm 33 years old. That's pretty much halfway. Well, I don't know, 66. That's probably not. It's not too old, is it? But there's a fair to middling chance I'll be dead by the time I get to 70. So that's half of my life gone. Oh God! And what do I do with it? I just spend it recording myself flying around in a pretend World War I plane online. Oh well. Anyway, the video will skip ahead shortly to the final flight, where we cross the lines into enemy territory and bring the fight to them. And we decide to try and take revenge for our little balloon, which got destroyed. There it is up ahead, just past this cloud. And we're kind of being escorted by another plane as well, who's forging on ahead to try and steal our chance to take down this balloon. The CAD. Or, I'm not sure, I don't know if he fires on it or not. I thought he was going to at the time, but maybe he was just checking out the scene, making sure everything was clear. Anyway, we enter the cloud, leave the cloud, now I'll begin my assault. Oh yeah, he did fire it as well, so I'm not sure who got that balloon. So although it's been fairly successful so far, more successful than I thought it would be, we haven't got any credited kills. And I believe we try and change that. Will we succeed or not? Only you will. Well, only time will tell, I guess. I was going to say only you will find out, but that's a bit of a weird sentence. I guess only people who watch this video will find out, but then only people who watch this video will care. Well, I think we do spot something shortly. Oh yeah, there it is. The Tomatator decides to take evasive action there, and then we're into a little dance of death. Our wings are a little bit shut up, partly it could be due to me. Have to change a drum. We've got our friend here to help us as well. Didn't have a shot there. And who's this? This is a triplane, so we've got another enemy on the scene. I think it's a Fokker. Could be... I'm not sure actually. I can't remember now. I can't remember a lot of things, can I? There's 5 of us involved in this confrontation now. And all the time I'm trying to switch positions to attack, and I switch around to the rear gunner's position. And again, I'm going to hit the wing at some point, I think. Luckily that was just a jam. I was able to put some more shots in him. There I am hitting the wing. Now I have to change the drum. And do I switch back to the... No, he's still behind us. I think yeah, switch to another position here. That's the only tricky thing really, is switching to the right position at the right time. I think he's now smoking or leaking something, unless that's us. Oh, it's us. It's in the wing again, and as you can see I wasn't pointing at it at all, but for some reason still caused the bullets to rip through the fabric. But it's not a vital area, so we should be okay. Switching now to the front right position. Now I have to switch around to the front left and to the front. Someone else is attacking him, and now he's leaking something. And again I have to switch around to the front. Should be getting some pretty good shots in there. And yeah, we got that kill. We killed Ice Age. So we did get an actual recorded kill in an FE2B. Pretty impressive. And mostly down to Tomato's excellent flying skills. I couldn't have aimed properly without him pointing the plane in the right direction, of course. Here I noticed an enemy train. Tomato wants to return to base, but I persuade him to attack the train. See, it's partially damaged already, but you just need to destroy the engine, and then you get the targets. Basically, you destroy the targets. Good thing to remember: you don't have to destroy the train characters. Just take out the engine. You can do it with bombs or machine guns. It's quite fun to shoot it actually, because it starts spewing out steam jets from the engine. You can see them, and the more you shoot it, the more it steams. Someone else is having a go as well. See little steam things come out, and somehow we managed to lose a wing, and we crash in a crunched up bone heap. So that was my fault. If we hadn't attacked the train, we probably would have survived, but never mind. These are virtual lives. They're cheaply spent. Right, that's the end of this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for Henry60 and Tomatau for flying with me. If you'd like to fly with me, then join the New Wing server on most weekdays around about 9 or 10 PM GMT. and I will probably be there. And maybe I might be recording, so you might be able to star in the video. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.